Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Roscars, the first, only, and utterly unanticipated awards show dedicated specifically to resellers. I'm your host, Caleb, and today I'll be giving a few completely subjective awards to some of the people who have helped me most on my reseller journey. Each winner today will be presented with one of these beautiful commemorative statues complete with the reseller icon, the IKEA bag, which I am disproportionately proud of making. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I present the Roscars. Our first Roscar of the evening is for most likely to have never heard of free shipping, and the winner is... Thank you, Elsie. No surprise here, Lonnie from Garage Flips. Congratulations. This is not a slight at all. In fact, Lonnie has made an iconic mantra out of the phrase, plus shipping on top. Lonnie, I can't say enough about your channel. Your upload consistency is amazing. You've taught me so much, from like shipping tips to what to look for at yard sales to inventory storage. I've learned so much from your channel over the years. And so I hope you enjoy this little trinket here. The next Roscar of the evening is for most likely to have to rent a U-Haul to transport weekend sales. And the winner is... Ryan and Lindsay with Rinzy. Congratulations, guys. If you haven't seen their Instagram, the pictures that they post of their weekend orders and just weekly orders in general is pretty amazing. The stacks of boxes, I'm convinced half the time that they're gonna just build a house out of them. On a real note, Ryan and Lindsay's channel has been really essential for me in learning the shoe resale niche. One of my favorite things to do as a reseller is to learn new niches, just to make me more of a force when I'm out at thrift stores or yard sales. I don't specialize in shoes, but I've probably flipped around in the neighborhood of 100 pairs or so this last year, and a lot of that knowledge is due to Ryan and Lindsay's work on their channel. They talk about brands to look out for, how to prep them, cleaning them, shipping them out, just the works. So thank you guys for all the knowledge you've given me there, and this little guy will be in the mail soon. The next coveted award today goes to the most likely to be kicked out of a Goodwill for bringing his dog, and it goes to... Josh with Harry Tornado. Congratulations, man. He has a fantastic dog, which is featured in a lot of his videos that I just want to give a big hug to every time I see it, which is saying something for me because, well, I hate dogs. But seriously, Josh's channel is just a joy to watch. Really well edited, high quality videos that I just enjoy sitting down to every time. And not only that, but Josh himself is the kind of guy that I'm just convinced I would love to have a beer with, which is saying something because I hate beer. But anyway, Josh, thank you for the great content, man, and this will get to you soon. Our next Roscar goes to most likely to have trouble negotiating at a yard sale after the seller sees their car, and it goes to... Thank you, Elsie. Ryan and Allie with Rally Roots. Congratulations, you guys have what has to be the sweetest set of wheels in reselling. It's a custom painted Tesla Model X. If you guys haven't seen it, you need to check it out. Personally, I have nicknamed it the Dealmobile, which is why I put this little guy on the trophy here. What needs to happen is you just need to get a nice yellow bumper sticker that says Dealmobile, smack that sucker on there, and that's really the only thing that could make your car look nicer. But on the real, Ryan and Allie are some really cool, down-to-earth folks that are just highly committed to putting out valuable content for their viewers. And especially if you are anywhere in the realm of wholesale or vintage clothes or clothing in general, Ryan and Allie's channel is absolutely invaluable. And they're also just uncommonly transparent, which has been really beneficial to me, especially early on, just to see what the business side of doing resale looks like. So thank you guys so much just for providing that value to me in that way, and hope this guy provides you some mild amusement. Our next symbol of prestige is going out to the most likely to drop an F-bomb at a yard sale after a deal goes south, and it goes to... Gary with Gary V. He definitely has the foulest mouth in the reseller world, but nonetheless, I think Trash Talk, if you guys have not seen it, you definitely need to check it out. It's a mini series of yard sale vlogs. Was really my gateway drug into reselling in general. I remember a couple, I think it was fall of 2018, I stumbled upon them and decided to try out yard sailing, for the first time and flipped a few items and I was hooked. So Gary, man, on the real, I appreciate your putting out content, your inspiration, and hopefully you get a little bit of a kick out of this because you definitely brought me a lot of value in terms of just introducing me to this world that I'm a part of now. So thanks a lot. All right, our next award goes out to most likely to suck up to all his mentors. It's kind of mean, I don't remember writing that. Caleb with Phoenix Resale. Yeah, that's really funny. Hey, who did this? Elsie, was this you? Elsie, did you do this? You know I'm insecure. No, you would never do that. Okay, just get back into it here. Our next real award is for most likely to refer to a $300 sale as a pretty nice little flip. And it goes to Matt with Part-Time Pickers. Matt is a super cool dude and also happens to be the king of understatement. Really down-to-earth guy, really a pleasure to watch, especially if you are doing resale as your side hustle like I was when I just started. Matt's channel is really inspirational because he not only has a full-time job and a family, but also just crushes it on eBay, does probably better numbers than I'm even doing now, and I'm doing it full-time. So Matt, keep killing it, man. Also just a fiend in the estate sale world. So if that is something that you guys do a lot, a sourcing avenue for you, definitely check out his channel. Will definitely be worth the time. And Matt, I hope you get a kick out of this little golden boy here. Our next Roscar of the night is for most likely to flip trash while trashed. And it goes to Diary of a Flipper. Congratulations. First off, I do need to apologize. I looked all over your channel and your Instagram and could not find your real name, so you'll have to forgive me for that. I put your channel on here. This was not actually awarded for alcohol abuse, but rather because I cannot get through one of your thrift haul and beer review videos without laughing out loud multiple times. So thank you so much for that enjoyment, man. This is probably the most underrated channel on this list here. So if you guys haven't gotten a chance to check him out, it's absolutely a hidden gem and I would definitely recommend it. Diary of a Flipper also lives in Australia, so I will be shipping this out within the next couple days and it will probably arrive within 3 to 4 business months. Well, moving right along, we have the Roscar for most likely to show up to a reseller meetup decked out in his own merch. And it goes to Mike with Reezy Resells. Congratulations, rocking some of the slickest merch on the market, so definitely respect that. But more importantly, a lot of you may not know this about me. I actually got my start in reselling by flipping books on Amazon. I happened upon Reezy's channel very early on, just about the same time as I stumbled upon Trash Talk. And it was like mid-October at the time, so I was bummed there were no more yard sales I could go to. But I found out about flipping books from thrift stores onto Amazon, and it was actually how I built up a lot of the capital that I used early on in my business, and once yard sales did start picking up again. So Reezy, man, I owe you a lot in terms of introducing me in many ways to my craft, my hobby, my job. So naturally, in exchange, I am giving you this priceless little token here, which hope you enjoy, man. Thanks a lot. You know what the saddest thing actually is I actually spent like a whole afternoon just cutting these handles off the bags and sewing them back on so that they could go through this guy's little elbow crook here. So yeah, you guys better like these. Next, we have the Roscar for most likely to win Rookie of the Year at the Antique Mall. And it goes to John with Cincinnati Picker, congratulations, man. He is in his first year right now of owning a booth at an antique mall and is already ruffling some feathers, cracking the top 10 in sales already. I think it's on a little bit of hiatus right now with everything that's happening, but I'm sure once it's over, you'll be back crushing it again. And it's been really cool to see just an example of a reseller branching out and creating a new revenue stream that I think could be helpful for a lot of yard salers. It's a pretty viable model, I think, if you do it well. So that's been really helpful to see, man. Also, John's knowledge on sports memorabilia and sports equipment is just really unparalleled, which is super helpful because you find that stuff all the time at yard sales. And on top of all that, we are basically neighbors. I'm in Lexington, he's in Cincy, so haven't even gotten up to shake his hand yet, so that's on me, man. But wanted to say thank you again for the content, and hope you like your new best friend. And finally, last but not least, we have the Roscar for most likely to source his own basement for inventory. And it goes to Chase with Chase After the Right Price. There has not been any order to the Roscar so far, but if there was one, this would probably have to be number one. If you didn't know, my biggest niche, and probably 70 to 80% of my inventory, is video games. And Chase not only has what I would consider the single best channel for resellers of video games, but all of his videos are just super fun and engaging. He's one of the only other resellers I've seen who also consistently sources pawn shops, and some of his yard sale vlogs where he and his friends all go out and fill up the van with inventory really just make me wish I had friends. But anyway, the reason for the award is that he has one of the most epic game collections I have ever seen. And he and his wife right now are actually looking into buying a new home. And so he's selling off part of the collection to help pay for the house, which I think is super cool. And actually the word on the street is they're going to pay for the entire house in cash just from his Nintendo game sales. So I believe it. Chase, thank you for all the knowledge, man. I really have learned a lot from you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, those are all the Roscars I have to award for the night. I had a much longer list of people that I wanted to give them out to, but unfortunately for both time and budgetary reasons, I had to shorten it a little bit. After all, these are solid gold, so they ain't shipping first class, if you know what I mean. That said, I would love to do another one of these in the future, maybe as like a milestone thing. So if that's something you'd like to see, any support that you can show would really go a long way in the form of liking, subscribing, and all that. And also, if you want to nominate any channel that has had a specific impact on you, you're welcome to do that down in the comments. I love discovering new hidden gem channels that I'm not familiar with already, and continue the learning process that way. So definitely leave those comments down below. Anyways, I hope this video has brought a few smiles in the midst of this pandemic era. That was really the point of it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will catch you on the flip.